We do provide a lot of services, and here's what they are. We do want to help more people, and here's who they are.
I started to see things emerge in the data around firms that were having a lot of success and firms that were kind of lagging behind.
Because that determines a lot of different aspects of the business and how you interact with those various aspects of the business, be it marketing, be it planning, whatever it may be.
100% of the growth of our firm came from the families we served, referring other families to get our help.
I want to walk you through these pillars of how to build an effective advisory team, and then also for you to get a sense of how you draw energy from your work, which I think is the primary way that people are successful in their career. And where we're going to start is something called Advisor DNA. Advisor DNA is essentially a profiling tool. And what it does, it allows us to look at the self-reported strengths, blind spots, weaknesses, and ideal role for people on the team, and break things out based on how people gain energy from their work day to day and lose energy from their work day to day.
Advisor DNA types, when we think about, rather than managing time, I want you to start thinking about how do we manage your energy on a day-to-day basis. We are going to work towards discovering your zone of genius. We're going to do so through conducting what we call an energy audit, and then ultimately as a result of that, we want you to reimagine what your work actually looks like on a day-to-day basis.
So when somebody becomes a new client, I'd encourage you to have that simple conversation. 3 objectives. Number 1, experience so good you'd never want to leave. Number 2, I want well-educated clients. I never want you to have a need or a concern that you don't even get addressed because you don't know the things we do. So I'm going to re-educate you. And then finally, number 3, want the experience to be so good that you want people to get our help, but we understand that topic can feel awkward for everybody to talk about. So we simply like to know, how do we bring it up?
Our business is around advancing relationships, extroverted energy, and making sure that service delivery is happening. And that's the goal of any successful business. If the goal is growth, the only way to get there is for people to feel naturally inclined to do the things in their role.
I want you to start thinking through a list of what your day-to-day involves. Perhaps you spend time answering emails, perhaps you spend time trading or constructing portfolios. Start to think through what your daily tasks are, because what we're then going to do is we're going to put them in each of these quadrants based on your advisor DNA type.
Raise your hand if you've ever had a client say, hey, I gave your name to someone the other day. All of us, right? Those are people that are trying to refer. They're just not good at it. They're doing the wrong things. Giving your name and number out rarely will lead to the outcome of that person getting your help.
Growth doesn't happen without intention. That's why we're all here today. In order to drive growth, we have to be intentional about who we are as individuals, how that works together in a team-based environment, who we're actually targeting, and then how we're going to go about getting those people interested in the things that we do.
This is fairly universal regardless of your advisor DNA type. So we'll have you break up into groups, probably spend 10, maybe 15 minutes.
We'll go to networking events, we'll go to luncheons, we'll ask for referrals. All of these things are good things. But what marketing can help, if we get to the point of choosing a specialty, is amplifying your signal so that if you, let's say, are good at talking about the decisions that people need to make when they transition into retirement, maybe we get some videos, maybe we get a blog post, maybe we have a podcast that talks about all of these different things, just some unique ideas and ways to bubble up conversation internally as you guys start to think about leveraged growth.
This takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to trust the process. Just like if you decide that you want to get in better shape, you don't go to the gym and have abs the next day. It takes time. It's usually a 90 to 120 day delay on the results that you're going to get. So the same thing goes with relationship building.
So I would encourage you guys, if business development is something that you want, if you want new clients, it'll be the easiest, cheapest way to go about it, but there's implementation behind it. And it'll change the way you do business, I promise.
We definitely want to help advisors that are doing good things for their clients, because ultimately that's going to lead to people achieving better financial outcomes. And that's really what the Model FA stands for.